And here I am. Good evening, people. Hello. Hello. Hey. Bum, bum. Twitch is asking you for cookies? I don't know, cookies. If it's chocolate cookie, you can get it. But no, I don't know. I think maybe you just clean up your browser or something, or you are accessing with another browser. We have a picture of the day. The inside of a shop or a tavern. Probably the tavern. Good evening, everyone, and today is Monday. And what is the best activity you can do on a Monday evening? I mean, obviously, developing plane shift. That's the best thing you can do on a Monday evening. Absolutely, to light up your week. So this is what we're gonna do. That is what we're gonna do. Hello, Marcelo. Okay, I think today I'm gonna change the... Where am I? I'm gonna change the Patreon goal. We are gonna upgrade it. I don't know, I was a bit reluctant to do it because, you know, 56 is a very big number. But we are gonna upgrade it to 60. Let's see if we reach it. So the goal is 56 Patreons out of 60. Thank you a lot to all the people that are supporting us and they are interested in the game, and the fact that you are, you know, following the streams, staying in contact with us, and, you know, giving ideas and participating. I would say in general participating to what we do and waiting the release. Waiting the release. So what we need to do tonight is still related to the character creation, unfortunately, because this thing is long and it took us a few days, but it's okay. It's an important piece, so if we dedicate time to it, it's okay. I would have preferred if someone else, you know, could have worked on this. I mean, someone from the rules team, you know, but they are busy and they don't want to do it. I mean, it's not they don't want to do it, it's just that they are busy. They are busy, they don't do it, and so I decided to do it myself, right? But it is a typical task that anyone can do. I mean, you don't need a particular, you know, I don't know, programming skills or 3D skills or animation skills, or you don't need to be an artist. I mean, you just need to be someone with some, you know, fantasy knowledge, and yeah, you have to be a bit creative in terms of options. I understand that, so maybe no one is, I mean, not everyone is like that, but I think it's not I mean, it's, at least it doesn't have a strong prerequisites, let's say. Okay, maybe it has a bit of prerequisite on our setting, yes, on our lore. But anyway, so we're gonna continue. I was thinking, you know, what to do for the side activities, and I asked something in the chat, and Sorry, I got distracted by some messages. But yes, so I was checking. There's been a long list. There's been a long list by this guy. If you want to change. Good evening, Hula. Good evening, Marcellum. Hello, and good evening, Tony. Always nice to see you, boys and girls. Always nice to see you. Yeah, we had one of the former developers joined the Discord today. His name is Steve, and he has been working on settings long time ago, 2008, 2009, I think, probably even earlier, I don't remember, but and so I asked him in the chat if someone had ideas for side activities. He actually produced a pretty good list that I think I will use as an example. Now I don't know if I really want that, but maybe yes. So there is the list of stuff that he produced, and someone else said camping. I don't know why someone else said camping, but anyway. I mean, the problem is that many of these side activities we have already. Okay, so they are already main activities, but I think we can have. I mean, side activities is something that is not your primary job, right? So, what about meditation, for example? Meditation or searching the inner self, right? We can say researching the energies of your inner self. No. Researching, no. Being at peace with your soul. No. How can we, give me a definition of meditation. Give me a good phrase for meditation. Meditation. How to meditate. Meditation is a practice where individuals use a technique such as mindfulness or focusing the mind on a particular object, thought, or activity to train attention and awareness. Now, but I need something that is, I need a phrase that is like nice to read. Let's say the essence of meditation. Give me a good phrase, please. Being aware of being aware. This is pretty good. We are aware of thoughts, feelings, sensation, and perception. Most people lives consist of a flow of thoughts, images, ideas, and feelings and sensations. Sensations. Bilbo the Hobbit. What are you speaking about? I have certain knowledge in fantasy and know something forgotten in the Avaranda list. A prestigious writer found in the world's famous book. Bilbo the Hobbit liked to stay at home and relax quietly in front of the House of Fire. Yeah. And also smoke the pipe. No? L'erba pipa in Italian. I don't know how it was in English, but I had it translated in Italian. Everybody's aware. We are aware of thoughts, feelings, sensation, and perception. So people share the experience of being aware, but very few people are aware of they are aware. Most people live consistently in a flow of thoughts, sensation. Very few people ask what is known in the flow of thought and perception. Okay. I think that is interesting. I will not use it exactly as it is because I cannot, but I will change it a bit. Let's say stopping your flow. No. Stopping is not very nice. Diverting the flow of thoughts, images, idea, feelings, sensations, sights, and sounds. Focusing on the awareness. I like the awareness of being aware, but I don't know if I can reuse it, but it's very nice. The awareness of being aware is very nice. Focusing on the awareness. Focusing. Defocusing from your thoughts. No. The focusing from images, sensations, sights, sounds. Images, sounds. Images, sounds, sensations. No. Can you give me a better word that is not the focusing, because it's really bad. I mean, like going away or abandoning or abandoning. No, like ignoring. Ignoring visual sounds and sensations. Ignoring visual sounds and sensations to focus on being more aware of your by yourself. Being aware, ignoring visual sounds and sensation to focus on being, to be aware, without, to be more aware of what? Abandoning your ego. Abandoning your ego. Ignoring visual sound sensation to be more aware of what? More aware of being aware. Let's say of your inner self and GG. Of your inner self, being more aware of your inner self and how your mind operates. No, your mind operates is too mechanical. Your mind operates was a side activity, was done in your spare time, was part of your days, of your free time, of your enjoyments, of your free time. I don't know. Ignoring visual sounds and sensation to be more aware of your inner inner self and how your mind operates was part of your free was something you often did to grow. No, you often did while meditating. Something like this. Ignoring visual sound and sensation to be more aware of it in itself and how your mind operates was something you often did while meditating. Bah, I don't know. Okay, this one word should give you intelligence or will or charisma or By self-observation and focused meditation. Achieving a cat-like awareness. Very nice. Ignoring visual sounds and sensation to regulate your feeling and reactions, and to be more aware of inner self, and regulate your feelings and reactions was something you often do when meditating. Okay. It's a bit of what you said, a bit of what I said. What should the bonus on this be? Remember that we can, maybe we can give a bit of resistance to, I don't know if you can give a bit of resistance to magic, in particular to Blue Way, which is the manipulation of the mind. No, sorry, the Azure Way. The Azure Way, which is the manipulation of the mind. I think would be nice to have some Azure Way resistance. I think it's nice. Azure Way resistance. And do we want to give but I don't know if we can give anything else. We can give some will, but will and intelligence. We are giving will and intelligence a lot, that's the problem, but side activity you can only choose one though, eh? So we can say will +5 and intelligence +5, okay? And so it will cost 20. Easy. By the way, meditation was not in this list, but drawing, painting we cannot, singing we cannot because we have it already, drawing we have it already, flower plants we have it already, gadgets we I don't know what is it. Snooping, sneaking, I mean, is an activity to sneak? What do you mean? Snooping is to be Snoopy? I mean, is to be Snoopy the character? What is Snoopy? Snooping. Snoopy. Snoopy is to be Snoopy, is to be this guy. What is snooping? Curiosare. Cioè to look around, I mean to... I don't know. I mean, it's not really an activity. Petty theft. I mean, you are stealing cats of other people. What is a petty theft? Petty meaning pets or... What is a petty theft? Is a small theft? It's a small theft. Okay. Well, in theory it would make sense, but I think it could make sense. Do we want to have it? Do we want to have a... that you are dedicating yourself to steal stuff here and there as a side activity? As a side activity, you are stealing from people randomly. I mean, sometimes yes, sometimes no, depending on the day. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we can also put it, but I don't know how to call it. I don't know how to describe it. I mean, as a side activity. Hardly worth stealing. Just petty. Looking into other business. Writing. Writing I think we can have. Writing, I don't think we have anything about writing here. We have, I think, something about reading books in your, if I remember right, in your childhood. I think there was one about reading and philosophy, yes. I think we can have something about writing. Do we want to have something like poetry? I mean, writing and poetry, or writing what? I think we can connect the two, because I don't think I will make two anyway. Oops. I don't think I will make 2 lines. So, do you say writing and poetry, or is better to say writing poetry? Well, maybe you write also other stuff. Doesn't mean that you only write poetry. He started, how did he start? He started to help a friend, he started to help a friend, how do you say in English? He started to help a friend. I mean, it's not conquer, but how do you say when you are... I mean, it's not flirting with a girl, it's not conquering a girl, it's in between. He started to help a friend. I mean, basically you wrote some poetry for a friend so that he could get the attention of a girl. He started to help a friend. It started... No, it started to, I think is not good. It started by... He started by helping a friend to get the attention of a loved one, and then it became your main side activity. No, it became what? You have a lot of words in French. Yes. I have some words in Italian as well. But he started by helping a friend to get the attention of a loved one, and then but then you started to write poems, short novels, no, short racconti. How do you say racconti in English? Tale? Tale, I don't know if tale is really... Short stories? Short stories. To write poems, short stories, and such. Okay. Writing and poetry. Very nice. Are we making this too nice? Meaning, are we steering towards, you know, characters that are... I mean, are we listing only virtues? We should also list something bad. I mean, not bad, but like, yes, the theft or something. I mean, we should represent all possible characters, right? Also characters that don't give a shit about, you know, poetry and meditation and ancient languages. But they just care about, you know, I don't know, money, success, sex, or, you know. I think maybe we're making it too virtue inclined. I don't know. I have to think. I don't know. It just this thought passed through my mind. So writing, I don't know what he can improve, but giocoliere. Giocoliere come si dice in inglese? Giocoliere. Juggler, eh? Do we want to have a juggler as a side activity? I think a juggler as a side activity is pretty good. What do we give to this guy as a bonus? What do we give? We give I don't know, intelligence again, but I mean they are all mental things, right? So we need some physical things like bodybuilding or something, right? Like gymnast. Well, we have gymnast already. I mean, how was bodybuilding in medieval times? I think it didn't exist, but it was like maybe brawling, something like that. Brawling and fighting, right? Brawling. I think something like brawling we should put there as well. We have to go a bit to the dark side here for a bit, you know. Otherwise, it's too academic. Writing and poetry. So we gave intelligence already. We gave will. Empathy, I don't think so. Unfortunately, we don't have... well, it's intelligence, yes. I was saying we don't have any ability for problem solving or puzzles or things like that, but it's intelligence, definitely. Is intelligence. We can boost intelligence more, but... we could also have a minor into, you know? Like if he's a major and a minor. You know, the major is your main activity. The minor can be your side activity. So for example, if you want to have some alchemy as a secondary activity, maybe we could, you know? I mean, maybe you are not really an alchemist, but, you know, you were having fun making some potions sometimes, or mixing things. And so we can give maybe an alchemy +2 only, you know, in this list, as a side activity. So that could be possible, right? Because maybe someone doesn't want to be an alchemist, but he wants to be, I don't know, a knight or a rogue, right? Maybe he wants to be a rogue, but he wants to have a bit of alchemy as a secondary skill, and so he can select it as a side activity. I think it is also something that we can do. Right, boys? Intelligence +10. Juggler. Oh, Juggler finally is on agility. Agility +10. Juggler. Give me the. You liked attracting people to your. To your what? To your art? To your tricks? You liked attracting people. You liked the way people gathered in the streets around you to see your tricks. To see your tricks. You like the way people gather in the streets and see your tricks, and how you could change the expression on their faces. Yeah, you could change the expression on their faces from laugh to fear. Fear maybe is too much, but from laugh to fear. Okay, let's say that. Juggler. Okay, so we have the juggler. Then brawling. Brawling is someone fighting. Okay, so we can give him a bit of strength and we can give him a bit of melee, right? Brawling. In your teenage years, you were bursting with energy, and easily picking up fights, or even starting fights yourself, just to prove you were stronger than your you were stronger. Okay. There is a 20 though, eh? If we give strength and melee, is a 20. Can you give me a bit of the dark side? I mean, from the poet to the ancient languages, we went to the juggler and the brawler, which is, I think, is not bad. Brawling or brawler or brawl? Brawler? Brawl? Brawling? Brawl? I don't know. I have no idea. Like, this is a trainer, it is a guide, but this, for example, is not a meditator. It's a meditation. It's a bit of a mix. I don't know. Boys! Give me some ideas. Give me some ideas. I mean, petty theft, I think we can have it. Let's have the theft. How can we say it in a different way? I know, petty theft. Do you think someone that is not English will understand this? Petty theft, like this, huh? Petty theft is like this. So it's really pickpocketing. It's really pickpocketing. We can call it... We can call it another way to get money. I mean, I can call it petty theft, but I don't know if people will understand. I mean, if it makes sense. Petty. I mean, why petty? What does petty means? Petty. Petty in this sense. I understand. Like small. Like not small, but like insignificant or meaningless or trivial or negligible. Petty. I never used petty. Petty. Let's say small theft. Small thief. Small thief? No. Or we can say thievery. Thievery? Does thievery exist? But it starts to be too big, I guess. Well, we can also have it too big. I mean, they were thieves in medieval times, and they're also today, so it's not a problem. Thievery is like the full one, huh? It's like the... Yeah, it's like the full one. It's okay. I think it's okay. In French is small. We can say small thievery, but... small thievery. A thief usually makes fun of people because they cannot catch him, you know? You pick the weak and vulnerable, find that addiction and use it against them. One day you are in a grasp, you are just one more. That's the usuraio. Why? Isn't there a better term than this? But okay, small thievery. Small thievery, what we say? We say quick of hand quick event, unseen, and fast. Fast is a bit of a repetition of quick event. Quick event, unseen, and weightless. You could get... You could reach. You could easily reach any pockets or hidden treasures or small hidden treasures. Now we can give agility plus 10. Now the problem of pickpocketing is that pickpocketing is not implemented. We have lockpicking. We can give some lockpicking skills. We have lockpicking, right? Do we? I think we have. I mean, I remember I've been lockpicking stuff in plane shift, so... we have lockpicking, right? But do you train it or not? We don't have it? We have it. Is it enabled? It's enabled, huh? But pickpockets, for example, is not enabled. Wait. Skills. Meh. Skills. Lockpicking, I think we have for sure. I don't know, because I never really played the game myself too much, so I've always been developing. Yeah, lockpicking is implemented, while pickpocket and set traps and find traps and backstab and assassin weapon are not implemented. So basically, of all the thief skills, only lockpicking is implemented. I mean, for now we can give him lockpicking, even if in theory should be pickpockets, but I think it's fine. Let's say lockpicking plus 2. Lockpicking plus 2. So this becomes a 20. A bit much. No, it was okay. Some players never do the event without their chest with them for training. So they keep a chest to lockpick stuff, huh? Small TV. Give me some other bad stuff, boys. Other bad stuff. Alcoholic? No, it's a bit too much. Riding. Skill games. Archery, metallurgy, we have it already. Exploring, we have it already. Travel, we have it above. Gossip, I don't think it makes sense. Fire, I don't think it makes sense. Baking, we have already. Dreamer visions. Wow. Swimming, we have it already, but we cannot use it because the skill is not implemented. Color dice. Animal creatures, we have the animal trainer. Ropes and knots. Gambling. Gambling. Gambling, very nice. Gambling, should we mix them a bit so they are not all the good ones and the bad ones? Or maybe not. Gambling. What do we say for gambling? What do we say for gambling? We say... we say... I mean, is it gambling in medieval times mostly, you know, the three cups, or there is something more than the 3 cups? Medieval gambling. Medieval gambling. History refreshed. Medieval gambling. Isn't it incredible that on internet you can find any topic of any kind? It's so insane. I'm back from the annual General Medieval American branch of Richard III Society. It took place in all places in Las Vegas. Since the Saturday banquet with custom optional location gave me opportunity. Wearing a medieval, my fellow medieval were feeling anyway. I gave a presentation. On medieval gambling. Gambling in medieval England. Whether you are in a tavern, in a ship, or a solo great castle, or camping in a battlefield, no matter what, they were using dices, I think. There was one of you could pass in time medieval society by gambling. Games of chance. Let me make it bigger for you. Games of chance have an ancient history, and cubic dice appeared as far as back at the 7th century BC. Wow, BC? Holy shit. There were many different sorts of dice games. Among the favorite were the raffle, where the winner had to throw all the 3 dice alike in a highest pair, and hazard, which seems to have been aptly named because it had the worst reputation. It was often played in taverns. It attracted cheaters, who if caught could be led to the pillory and made to wear the false die around their neck. Holy shit. Crooked dice were quite common. The Museum of London has some example, including a stash of dice bearing only high numbers, there are only low numbers. Yeah, dices. They're using dices all the time. When I'm opposite, I would. Dice was the simplest form of gambling, but it's not being confined to lower classes. Blah 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 blah. Dicing. Checkers or quick was another way a gambler could be parted from his money. One enterprising soul designed a checkerboard with the pressed square so that only those betting that the pebbles would land in a black or white square would lose. Ah, in that sense. The board was only profitable for a short time. Why? Because of betting on horses. Yes, you could also gamble on races. Races of everything, you know? Races of Rivnax. Yes, I think we will bet on horses. We will bet on dices. And we will bet on cards. But cards are a bit more recent, huh? Okay, I think it's enough. We can bet on a lot of stuff. So let's say dices and cards were your best friends when you were in need of money. But sometimes gambling turned against you when you bet on horses or other races. I mean, meaning that sometimes you were betting on stuff that you couldn't control, you know, and so maybe you were losing. Gambling is mostly agility. I mean, is the best agility trainer. I mean, if you have to quickly move, I mean, obviously, gambling and cheating on gambling. I mean, obviously, here we mean that, okay, if you are an expert in gambling, you try to cheat on gambling, and so it means that you need to, you know, substitute the right dice, move it quickly, make the game of the 3 cups, you know. And the game of the 3 cups, I think it was probably here. Let me see if there is cups here. Yes, cups, coins. You know, games with I mean, small games where you can trick the view. Let's say dices, cards, coins, cups. With your best friend, you were in need of money, but sometimes gambling turned against you when you bet Against you when you bet on horses or other races. Races. Is races race and race? Huh? Yes, it's the same word. Race and race. Okay. I don't know. We can give agility, and we can give a bit of intelligence if we want. We can make it a 20 but I think a 10 agility is enough. But we have already a 10 agility here though. With the juggler. Or the juggler, we give him also a bit of strength. Like we give +5 agility, +5 strength. And here we give like +5 agility, +5 strength, +5 intelligence. Maybe. I mean, +5 is very little anyway. I mean, it's not really changing your... But again, it's more for the... I mean, it's also for the story and the background, yes. It's for the background of your character, you know? I think this could inspire... By the way, I immediately have an urge to create some dice games in Plane Shift now. I totally want to have dice games in a tavern. I think this is what we will do next. I think it would be very nice. Dice and card games in taverns and coins games. Is there a Real Engine pre-made dice roller? That would be very cool. I mean, I can make it myself. It's not complex because we have the physics already. So in reality, making a dice roller is not very complex. But what if when you use /roll, you actually see it on screen? That would be very, very nice. Very, very nice. I like it. Dice rolling. Can I search, please? No, I cannot. Bro. Blueprint dice pack. Rin blueprint dice pack. Dungeons of Dices. Result 17. Why 17? Dungeon of Dices. Set of realistic dices. And realistic physics. For your tabletop simulator. New arrival. New arrival. I like the new arrival. I mean, he made it when? In 2020. Game ready, easy to set up. I don't know. Do you want to have your dices in Plane Shift? I think I want, boys. I really want to have my dices in Plane Shift. I really, really, really want. Now. Is there a video of this thing? No, there is no video. There is a Discord though. This could be very nice. I mean, we can do it ourselves. I mean, the dice... I mean, Unreal Engine is already having, you know, physics embedded. So it's... I don't think there is anything special here apart from a UI that is throwing the dice. And he made, anyway, the dice materials, which I think is the good thing that we get for $5.99. For $5.99, I think we can do it. Extremely good asset with exquisite art and click to use blueprint. Very nice. This one I think we will buy immediately. Immediately. But let me see if there is something else. But I think this is the best. This is the absolute best. For $5.99. 5.99 is very little. Ah, but look at this one for 14.99. Ah, we have parameters in the colors of the dice. Dice color, noise color, sign color. Juicy, juicy. But I think they are looking worse than the other ones, because I think the other ones are textures. And so they are looking better. They are probably less customizable, but they are better. 5.99. Buy now. I just don't know if they are textures or what. I think they are textures. Buy now. Easy. Easy buy now. Easy. PayPal. Prices. Just a second. I don't know if it's showing any of my credit card information or what. We should use the plane shift account, which is this one. Yes. Correct. Correct. Done. I just need to keep track on the expenses, but because I have to keep track of expenses in general for taxes and other stuff. We got this one, boys. We can play with the dices. Very nice. Very nice. I like it. Where do we put it? We put it in marketplace container. Yes. No, 426. We can play with the dices, boys. 0.2 giga of dices. Easy. Easy dices. I'm so happy. Projects. Marketplace container. I think we can have. I think we can add to the tavern an area where you go and you can play dices with everyone. We need to make it a multiplayer, game, meaning that you need to have 2 seats and everyone is taking a seat, so the seat is actually occupied and it can be multiple tables. I mean, a bit like the mini game that we have in the old plane shift, but I think with dices would be super nice. I think I would like to do it also with cards. I think we will import all the games. I think we will search and import all the games that we find that are, compatible obviously with our setting, but dices definitely are. Okay, so we got a nice tray BP. Which I don't know exactly what it's doing, but it's this thing. Still loading. It's compiling 600 shaders. I don't know if there is any documentation, but there is a demo map, so I think demo map is easy. We also got some bags. We also got some bags that we can reuse. This green stuff can be remade, huh? The green part, I don't like it too much. Map name. Yeah, they are loading. They are loading. They are very nice. They are very, very nice. I like the materials a lot. I don't know if they are textures or what. I mean, we will have to use mostly these ones. I mean, the... We will have to use mostly the D6, but maybe we can also use something else. Your map image here. What do you mean? Dices. They move a bit. Can I push them somehow? I'm not strong enough. I'm not strong enough. And there is no explanation, so I have no idea. Maybe I can move a d4. No, a d4 is very hard to move. The d8 seems to be the easiest. Okay, I understand the demo map, but blueprint example map. That is what I wanted. That is what I wanted. Yeah, it's giving basically he went outside, I think. No, I didn't. D100 should be two of them, but very nice, boys, very nice, very nice. Wow, you can also choose the dices. So nice. So nice. So satisfactory to see all these dices. What is going on? They are never stop. This one is never stopping for some reason. I think he has a rotation and probably stopped the rotation which is falling on the ground. There are some bugs here. There are some bugs. But it's okay. Oh, these ones are transparent. These ones are slightly transparent. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. This one is never stopping. Yeah, they are transparent. Well, I think that for $6, I mean, is insane. For $6. And you also have magical dices that are spinning forever, you know? Which is not bad. I mean, having magical dices for $6 is insane. Boys, why you are so quiet? Why you are so quiet sometimes? Am I still connected? Yes, I'm connected. Why you don't speak? Why you don't like the dices? Why you don't say anything about the dices? Why? Boop. Okay, so I think that we will spend some time, maybe tomorrow, to make a small game. To make a small game in-game. To have player roll the dices. And maybe we can also have that when you do /roll, you know, is showing. But it would be nice if you could collect the dices. If you could buy them, you know. I think it should be an item in the game. Yeah. It must be an item in the game. Must be an item that you buy. Now, I don't know if we will use exactly these textures. Maybe we need to make them different, you know, not so modern, because some of those are looking like plastic, and I don't think we can have, you know, in medieval times like plastic thingy, but we can. Wow, look at this one. Wow. 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 This one is super shiny. Like, this texture is good. Some texture I think we can use. Other texture I think are too modern, but it's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. I think we can embed it into plane shift. Okay. Somehow, some way. We're gonna do this for sure. I tell you, we're gonna do this 100%. You know, the problem of cards, I mean, if I search, this is a very good, by the way, I would rank him high. The funny part is that when you need the epic launcher is never there. Like now I had to launch it manually. When you don't want it, it's always there. Let me vote it. Let me upvote it because it's very, very nice. How can I vote it? Very nice set. The tail description, I don't know. I mean, for the tail description, I will have to investigate better. You know, I will have to investigate better, like the textures, how the materials are, if they are customizable. And basics. Ah, look at how they are done. Interesting. So for one set, he has all the numbers. He has all the numbers, including the... interesting. Ah, you can change the color. You can change the color, boys. You can change the colors programmatically. So I could let you customize the dices that you want, you know? I can let you customize the dices. Like, we can pass this variable. Look. We can change it as we want. Yeah, this is for the flat ones, obviously. Now, the more complex ones, I think they will be a bit harder to customize. But no, you see, it's also here. Basically, he has a texture layer, and plus he has the color layer. So, actually, you can customize it as you want, boys. As you want. Wow. 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 That's very, very nice. I really like it. Nice. And we can put our own symbols if we want. We can create a game. Do we already have a game of dices in Plane Shift or not? Did anyone invent a dice game for Plane Shift or not? Because sometimes there is people that's doing stuff and they don't tell me. Maybe not. I think someone did, but they didn't tell me. Okay, this one is very good. So let's finish the review. Very nice set. One texture per set. One texture per set. So you can with one texture per set with the possibility to customize colors. 2 sample maps. One just with all dices, another where you can roll into the box, into the green box. Very nice Very nice. Very nice package. Very nice pack. Good job, bro. He only has 3 reviews. I mean, and 1 is mine. But all 3 are 100%. Dice is plural, die is singular. Ah. Ah. All dice. Fixed. Thank you. Thank you for making my English better. For making my English better. Easy. Easy. Now, the problem is that if I search cards, you know, it will be impossible. Like, it will be, you know, in all shapes and forms that have no medieval flavor, or they will be, yes, like Pokemons and, you know. So I think we have zero interest in this. We have 0 interest in this. But, you know, we can easily extend this system to just have a coin toss. You know, we can have a coin instead of a dice, and we can throw coins. We can throw coins like, you know, head and tail or kind of thingy. The problem with the cards, I think that we will have to redesign all the cards, because I think that it cannot be our cards. I mean, while numbers, I mean, I'm positive that we can keep the numbers, you know, the normal numbers. And so I think that dices are okay to add in plane shift. But cards, I think we have to redesign the cards. So maybe there are cards for specific monsters, you know, specific races or specific. So if you really want to have cards, we will have to redesign completely all the graphics, right? Because these cards doesn't make any sense in our universe, unfortunately. Customizable chips. How do you play cards? Show me how you drop cards. No, show me how you drop them. You don't, huh? Like this is easy, my friend. Like this is easy. Like this is easy. So he didn't really do the game. I mean, he didn't really do the physics or the movement of the cards on the table or anything like that, I guess. Yeah. He only has the pieces, you know, but he doesn't have the gameplay. He doesn't have the gameplay. Not even a basic gameplay. Which is the annoying part to do, because you will have, you know, to flip, like when you click on the card, you flip it 180 or something like that. So that would be nice to have. Or the fact that you can group them 5x5 or 3x3, or you can shuffle, you know, or things like that. I mean, we will need it if you want. You've been searching Otter Games? No, I was looking at this beautiful. There is a channel that sometimes I look at, which is this one, which is is a guy. He's a guy that has 2 otters, and he's making videos about these 2 otters, and it's super fun. I would suggest it. And I was looking at some of them. They're super cute. And they also look kind of smart. I mean, not super smart, but kind of smart. So yeah, they're looking very, very nice. They are looking very, very cute. I don't know. The skin, I mean the fur in particular, it seems super smooth. I don't know. It looks like it's very, very, very silky. Yeah, they are these two. Now this one was smaller in this video, but now it's bigger. Now it's a bigger one. Look at this face. He has two of them in his house, and he's using them, you know, for YouTube a lot, and he's making millions of views. I mean, like, this video is 1.2 millions, but I think it's one of the lowest, you know, that he has. There are, you know, 5 million, 7 millions, 10 millions views. Full deco car, mobile flip for flip animations, auto rotation functionality, easy and organized blueprints, suitable for car games. But there is no video. He did this as an example. But I mean, our problem will be to make rules and to remake all the drawings. So I think it's a bit of a tough job. With dices is easy. With cards, I think it's pretty tough because we have to redo all the drawings. Giant otters take on tigers. Oh my god. No, but these are very small ones. Okay. Yeah, this was a bit of a diversion, huh? It was a bit of a diversion, but alternative to petty theft, minor pickpocket. I cannot read. I don't get alerts on Discord when I stream, as there is an automatic kind of quiet mode. If you want, type in YouTube chat. Quick event, stealthy for sure, easily snatching target opportunity for the three of it. Okay, I think we will have dices in plane shift. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. We're gonna do it tomorrow, immediately. I don't have an account. And on Twitch? Make an account on Twitch. Okay. No, sorry, I'm speaking with someone that is not in our chat, but is in Discord. Okay. What were we doing? I forgot. Ah, yes, we were speaking about gambling. So we said dice, card, coins, and cup were your best friends when you were in need of money, but sometimes gambling turned against you when you bet on horses and other races. Races. I mean, races seems people, but is there another way to say race that is not? That doesn't seem people. Racing games, races. Bah. Bah. Okay, let's leave it race. I think you say races, but so we give intelligence and agility. I mean, we can boost more these things. I think I will boost them a bit more, maybe. I think we can do 10-10 or 10-5. But okay, what else? Do we have any else? So let me read the list. Gambling for sure. Carving. Carving is a bit of a... What carving? I mean like horse racing. Track based. Yeah, I don't know if you have... If you have like... or fights. I mean, it can be also animal fights. Like you have chickens that are fighting, dogs that are fighting. I don't know. Squirrels that are fighting. Horses or fights. Let's say horses or fights. Horses I think is immediately a race. That's illegal to fight animals now. Yes, now. But not then. Now it is. Now it's illegal to do anything. I mean, but... Before it was not. Now it's illegal to say, you know, any word and to think to anything and to... It's illegal to do whatever. But before it was not. What else? So brawling, so juggler, brawling, thievery and gambling, I like them a lot. I think they are very nice, you know, counterbalance to the more, you know, spiritual and good ones here. Carving in theory should be a job. I mean, should be a job. Camping, local lore, riddles, puzzles, heraldry, carving. I mean, we can leave those ones. I mean, these ones, I mean, we can expand it later, okay? I don't want to go crazy. I think that let's leave these 10 or whatever, how many they are. They are 9. Let's leave these 9, and then if something more comes into our mind, we will use them, okay? Remember that the player will be able to pick one of those. So it's 1 zodiac, 1 birth event, as many childhood as you want. As many childhood as you want. I don't know why these things say. And childhood are really many. As one main activity. And these ones are not implemented, unfortunately, so these ones are out of the game. One side activity. One or zero, eh? 0 or 1. 0 or 1. What about pet familiar training? We have animal trainer already. We have animal trainer. We said in your spare time you were a trainer for fast and aggressive mammals and reptiles. Your intuition for beast next move was innate. This is what we said. I don't know. Magic, we already have a lot of magic above, but I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Religion. I was not really, you know, very keen on having religion, because obviously religion in the homeworlds is completely different than religion in Iliacum, but still, you know, in a medieval world, or anyway in a medieval setting, I mean, religion plays a big part, right? And so I think it makes sense to have it anyway. Also because in fantasy, medieval fantasy, I mean, gods really make their presence known somehow, you know. So like priests have ability to, I don't know, heal wounds and resurrect people, and you know, so so at the end we added it. Fanatic, fervent, faithful, down to earth, and penitent. Let me read this thing. Okay, fanatic seems to be clear. Nothing more important to you than your god goddesses. You blindly dedicated your life to them. Okay. Fervent, you were a fervent follower of the gods of your world. Your fate was helped you to overcome difficulty in your life many times. Faithful, your family, your religion dedicated you like it was part of your life. So you were not practicant. Down to earth, despite the obvious presence of gods and goddesses, you deny that these beings are worthy of worship. Most people consider skeptical, foolish at best, and a condemned object of pity at worst. What is this phrase? What does this mean? Most people consider skeptical, foolish at best, and a condemned object of pity at worst. I don't understand what is the object they're speaking about. Is it implied fate? Most people consider fate, or most people consider what? You do not look outside yourself for truth. Penitent, despite your family gave you a religious education and you liked it, you find it hard to adhere to the principle of your religion. Despite your effort, you end up breaking the precept over and over. I don't know if I like this split. I mean, I think we can differentiate a bit more, but okay. I mean, it's kind of fine, but I'm thinking how I want it to. The skeptic, yeah, but it's written the wrong way. It's written skeptical, but the phrase doesn't flow for me. But most people consider what? Skeptical, foolish at best, and condemned object of pity at worst. I don't know, that phrase doesn't translate into my language in any way. It's like it's missing a piece. But okay, so let's have an atheist. Atheist. Now, atheist. I think the reason we didn't put atheist was because gods, you know, in fantasy really exist. So, I mean, it's not possible to say that they don't exist because they are so evident. Now, you can reject them, right? You can reject them. You can say, yes, I know that they exist, but I think they are, I don't know, creations of wizards or evil creatures that we should not follow, or you know. So someone that is rejecting the sovereignty or whatever, rejecting the minimizing their importance, right? Or anyway, not willing to have them part of his life in any way. But it's not possible for them to really say that they don't exist. So an atheist is someone that doesn't believe. But believe, I mean, in the fantasy setting, would be so hard, you know. I mean, it's so easy to believe because you see them. I mean, when you see a priest resurrecting a person, right? So I think this is why I think we didn't call it atheist. But we can call it skeptical, or we can call it anti-religious, or we can call it or we can call it. I mean, it's someone that doesn't care about the gods. It's not someone that doesn't believe. It's someone that doesn't care about the gods, doesn't respect the gods, and doesn't care about them, doesn't follow their teachings and doesn't care. So I think I want to change these last two because, and I don't even know if I want to have 5. Okay, let me think to this list from scratch 1 second, okay? Like if I had to do it, because I didn't do this list. I don't know where is this coming from, but if I had to do this list by myself, I will have the faithful. I mean, the fanatic, I don't know if the fanatic really exists in this world, right? So I think it's the faithful. I think the fanatic to me becomes the faithful or the priest, you know? Or maybe the fervent. Yeah, I think the maximum I can see is kind of a fervent, meaning that, you know, is someone that is very keen and maybe he's even a priest, or he has a priest in his family, or anyway, you know, is very active in his speaking with the gods and, you know, learning and reading about the gods and having history about the gods. I mean, he's a fervent. I think fervent is enough. Fanatic, I don't like the word fanatic. I think fanatic is too much. So I think fervent is fine. Fervent believer or fervent follower, right? Fervent follower, something like that. Fanatic would be like monk, bonus, constant, and the strength. Fervent would be like endurance, charisma, willpower. Faith will be endurance and willpower. So let's say fervent follower, okay, or fervent believer. But again, believing is not. I don't want to put it in the belief because the gods there exist. Okay, in that world they exist and they are evident. I mean, you can see them sometimes, even they appear sometimes, they speak to you. So there is nothing to believe in. I mean, you can believe that they are, you know, spirits and not gods. Yeah, but maybe that could be the difference. That you believe that they are just creatures like anyone else, but I mean, pretending to be gods, you know. It's just a normal creature that is a bit evanescent, you know, and is just pretending to be a god to you. And okay, so I think that the fervent level, I agree. The faithful, I think I agree as well. Then we need someone that is rejecting. I don't know if he's negligent or negator or what. I mean, someone that is rejecting. We can say skeptical, but I mean, skeptical about what? It's not that you don't believe. Again, it's not we should not connect it to believe. We should connect it if you follow or not. It's like if he's a king, you know. If it is a king, you serve the king, or you do what? You reject the king. What do you do? Let me think to it in Italian. Even in Italian, I cannot find the right word. I mean, it's like an outsider, you know. I mean, it's someone that wants to. Is like an outlaw. Is like an outlaw, but for religion. I don't know if it exists, but it's someone that is out, instead of being out of the law, is out of the religion. Not because it doesn't believe, but just because it doesn't want to be part of it, right? Because he doesn't want to be part of it. want your cookies. First, because they are not made of chocolate, and second, because I don't want them. Yes, can you give me... So, in Italian, I would translate it like this. I mean, in English is schisma. Schisma? Schisma in Italian. So, when you are separating yourself from a group or from a religion, right? Renegade. Yeah, maybe renegade is good. Can we go by renegade? Renegade. I think renegade can be okay. Jeep renegade, you say, like this one. I think renegade can be okay. Okay, let's use renegade. I think it's fine. Even if renegade means that someone else, you know, someone else put you out instead of you being out. In this case, it's you. This is why the schisma or schisma, whatever it is, was better for me, because it's you that want to go out. It's you that you want to split, you know? I don't know, renegade is not bad, but renegade. Is there a similar... Wait a second. Renegade synonyms. Synonyms. Traitor, deserter, rebel. Rebel also. Rebel. I mean, you are rebellious versus something, saying I don't care about that. I'm not interested into that. Disloyal also, disloyal. But rebel, deserter, traitor. I think this word doesn't really exist, because for us it's just an atheist, because he doesn't believe. Disloyal, but I mean, having these, I think these are all good terms anyway. Rebel, renegade, traitor. Traitor is a bit too much, but disloyal, rebellious, independent. Yeah, maybe independent. Independent is not bad. Independent. I think independent is good. Independent. Like that you stay by yourself, right? Unbelievers or unfaithful. But in this case, it's not faith or belief. That's the point. But I think independent is very nice. I think we can use independent. Fervent follower, faithful, independent. Can we have something else though? Because I don't understand this other option. Despite your family gave you religious education and you like it, you find it hard to adhere to the principle of your religion. Despite your effort, you end up breaking the precept over and over. Okay. So this one is interesting. An interesting one. So basically, you want, but you don't manage to. I think it's not bad. So I think we do this. We change independent, and we keep. Is penitent the right description for this? I like the description, but I don't know if the word is correct compared to the description. Maverick. What is Maverick? Maverick is a missile. No. Maverick is a ship. No, what is it? Maverick. I don't know. Maverick is nothing. No, Maverick no. Independent is perfect. Maverick is also a rebel. Maverick missile. Is a missile. Maverick is a missile. Is this one. Specifically this one. Maverick definition. No, okay, no, Maverick, no one will understand it. And it's too modern of a term. I don't like it. I don't know. I don't like it. Independent is perfect. What can we call this guy that is trying to do it? He's trying to adhere to the religion, but at the end he cannot. He fails to do it for different reasons. Ouch. Wow. I just move my enter key. Is the little code I want to follow the other code at the beginning? I see. I don't like it too much. I like independent more. How do we call this last guy? Penitent? I don't know. Penitent. 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 What does it mean? I mean, penitent is pentito. Is someone that is nah. Penitent is not. Is not. Penitent. I mean, we need a word that describe that you are trying but you cannot reach. Wanna be, yes, exactly. Wanna be but cannot make it. He wants but he cannot. Futile. Futile follower. Bah, okay. You convince me. I don't know why, but you convince me. Futile follower. Okay, so we have fervent, which is, you know, so you are a fervent follower of the gods of your home world. Hello. Oh, Darkmoon decided to make a Twitch account. Agnostic. Agnostic. You made a Twitch account because I didn't read the message on Twitch. Agnostic flagellant. But agnostic is negating religion, right? Is negating more the discussion of the religion. Is the view of existence of God, divine, and supernatural is unknown and unknowable when exactly. So you say, you know, I mean, it's something that is so out of reach that you don't really care about it. But in our case, the gods are here, so we cannot say agnostic. We will go with futile. I think it's futile. I don't know. It seems okay. It seems okay. So we have you are a fervent follower of the gods in on your home world. Your fate has helped you overcome difficulties in your life many times. Okay. Many times we say the presence of the gods. What was this thing about God uppercase or lowercase? That one learner you said the other day that we should always put God's lowercase, right? For some reason, I don't remember which reason, but you said that God should be lowercase if he's referring to a multitude of gods. So the presence. So you are a fervent follower of the gods in your own world. Your fate has helped you overcome the difficulty in your life many times. The presence of the gods accompanied you No, how do you say in English? The presence of the gods. You felt the presence of the gods. Okay, nice. Enough. Faithful. Your family gave you religious education and you liked it. It was part of your life. You are a not practicant. I mean, no practicant. I don't know if it makes any sense in our world to be a non-practicant.
Simple pleasures for a simple man.
Simple pleasure for a simple man. I mean, considering that the gods in this world exist, I mean, it's not that you have to go, you know, and pray for them or whatever. I mean, yes, you can pray for them if you want, but it's not that there are rules to pray for them, you know? There are no rules that you have to go every Sunday at the church, you know? There is no such rule. I mean, there is people that are following the gods just because they are inclined to that, and then maybe they become priests or such, but well, considering we have like 9 homeworlds, no, actually 6 homeworlds, maybe, no, actually 5 homeworlds, they may have very different ways, right? But this non-practicant, I don't like it too much. Your family gave you religious education and you liked it. It was part of your life. Taught you. You also believe. I mean, we can counterbalance a bit, no? In this one, you can say yes, you were faithful, but at the same time, you also believe that, you know, you are a big part of, you know, deciding your destiny and your future. You also believe you have to shape your future and your destiny. Something like that, I don't know. Just to counterbalance a bit. And I don't know if faithful at this point is too much. But for this description. Then he has the independent, and that is the one that tries but cannot do it. And maybe, you know, the one that tries and cannot do it, we will put it before. Right? We can put it before. So, like going, you know, from the most to the least. Do we have any other level? Yes, I think we can have the one that is really against it, you know? I mean, the one that is really against the gods. The counterbalance person would be the independent. Yeah, how do we call the one that is the? I mean, someone that doesn't like the fact that gods exist, because remember that here they exist, okay? So he knows that they exist, but he really dislikes the fact that the gods are doing stuff in his world, right? So he's like, okay, the world is mine. And I want to manage it. I don't want the gods to manage it. I don't want the gods to be present. And I don't want the gods to act. And I don't want the gods to influence anything. Faithful is opposed to the priest called followers who are the works in the church. The fanatic or zealot will be the version that's over the top, often offending people with the intensity of their devotion, thinking that any but their own religion is wrong. I mean, we can have the fanatic level, like just the fanatic level. I mean, we can have it like he's the evangelist. Can we call it the I don't like the fanatic, because the fanatic in our world has some bad connotations, and It hurts me a bit. In the chaotic evil side, a rebel who rebels against all the people for various reasons. I mean, we can. I'm just a bit annoyed about the fanatic in general. I don't like fanatics of any kind, but maybe in the game we can have it. I mean, I would prefer to have, you know, the... Wait. I would prefer to have 1 to 5. 1 to 5. Do we have a 6 available? I think we do. I think until 7 we are good. Can we have the... okay, let me try, Let me try something different. Okay, let me try the Evangelist. Okay, the Evangelist... the problem is that Evangelist is a word that is connected to our world. Yeah. Can we use it anyway? Because Vangelo, I don't know how you say it in English, but obviously Vangelo is the Christian book. Can you use evangelist also for non-Christians? Evangelist. Can you have a Buddhist evangelist? Buddhist evangelism. Seems they use it also for other religions. No, probably not. I don't know. We can use it anyway, but basically what I mean is someone that is spreading, you know, that is running around and spreading the word of the gods. Yeah, something like that. Is the evangelist something the player can do? Obviously, it's a role-playing game. You can do what you want. Yeah, exactly, Hula. Is what I was about. Is exactly what I was saying. So maybe we should call it, I mean, a teacher, religion teacher, or religion evangelist. Evangelist is the perfect word, but we cannot use it. I agree, we should not use it. Religion spreader, I mean, someone that spreads religion. Religion diffusing, someone that is distributing, diffusing, spreading. Missionary. Perfect. Missionary is beautiful. Missionary. Perfect. Missionary, I love it. Okay, so the missionary is your love of the gods goes beyond yourself. Goes beyond yourself. Can you say that? Your love of the gods goes beyond yourself, and you like to spread their word and magnificent opera. How do you say? How do you say opera? I mean, not works, not works, but action. Let's call it actions. Okay, let's call it actions. I mean, actions is a bit too mechanical. I mean, opere in Italian is like building a cathedral. Okay, building a cathedral is an opera. I mean, it's strange there is not an English translation of that. Action, deed, work. No. I mean, magnificent interventions. Better. Magnificent intervention, I like it more. Missionary, I think, is nice. No, missionary is good. Prophet, yeah, but he also prophet. Prophet, I think, is also good. But prophet, I think prophet is a very, very, very special person, usually, right? A prophet is... I mean, there are not a lot of prophets, right? While there are a lot of missionaries. So I think missionary is better. I don't know why 0. Why 0? No, it should not be 0. Okay, so we have the missionary. We have the fervent, which is really likes religion and gods. The faithful, which is kind of okay. The futile, which tries but cannot. I don't know, this one I don't know if we really need it, but okay, I think it's a fun one. We will leave it in. Do we have a prophet? I don't know if you have a prophet. I mean, Sharven is like a missionary. I don't think Sharven is a prophet. Does he call himself a prophet? We have already 2 or 3 religion in game. I have nothing against more. But to have a religion, Hula, you need a god. So you cannot have a religion without a god. I mean, you can have a religion on beer or on food, or on girls, but you know, usually religion is about gods, and so we need. If you want another religion, we need another god. There used to be one near the small fountain or something. Maybe Jardet. Maybe Jardet. Maybe. So we have the futile, we have the independent. Despite the obvious presence of gods and goddesses, yeah, in theory should always be gods and goddesses, but you deny that these beings are worthy of worship. Most people consider this, you do look outside. You do not look at the gods for truth or guidance. Okay. And then there is the one that is really against them. And I see want to see the Great Temple of Talad. Bro, one day. We will do. We have so many things to do. One piece at a time. One piece at a time we will do this. I can commission it. We have the money now in Plane Shift. We have the money because we got a lot of donations. So I can commission the temple. I can do it. If you really want, I can take, I don't know. I don't know how much it may cost a full temple, but I can commission it. Okay, how do we call... So the rebel, do we want to call the rebel here? I think we can call it the rebel. How big of a temple? As big as a planet. No, I don't know. As big as the moon. And you can teleport to it. Will be one more moon. Like in Dragonlance, where there are three moons. Lunitari, Nuitari, and the third one I don't remember. Lunitari, Nuitari, and Solinari. Ah, here it is, and Solinari. They are the same in English? I don't know. I think so. I read the book in Italian, so... But... Okay. Tala Temple of the Moon. I don't know. So let's not get distracted here, okay? The rebel. The rebel. What do we do with the rebel? The rebel. So we say... So the concept I want to convey here is that The rebel really dislikes the fact that the gods are intervening into the world, right? And are changing things. I mean, he doesn't want that. He wants to shape the world, you know, his own way, and he doesn't want the gods to do anything. So you think the world should be ruled only by the people, who inhabits that the people who inhabits it. You think the world should be ruled? Ruled. Well, it's not about ruling. It's about shaping as well. It's about developing. Should be. I mean, rule is not the only thing that I want to say, but is you think the world should be? The world should evolve. Should evolve only by the hands of its inhabitants. Inhabitants. You dislike the gods' intervention in their existence. Existence. Okay. I think it's okay. Religion, we did it. I think it's better than before. It's more, you know, it's more colorful. There are more colors than before in this. And basically, if you are creating your character, you know, you can choose one of those, or you can choose nothing. But I think it would be nice if you choose at least one. In theory, this was 0, 0, 0, 0, because it was actually not giving any points. It was just to give you an indication of roleplay. The problem is that this was before, when we had unlimited choices. Now we have 10 choices maximum. So I don't know if people would like to spend points, you know, in something that doesn't give you any bonuses. There is a big trouble. There is a big trouble, because if you do 0, 0, 0, 0, I think no one will ever choose it, unless we put it in another screen. But I don't want to do another screen. I don't want to do another screen, really. And I don't know even. Let's assume that we give some bonuses. Which kind of bonuses we can give? Which kind of bonuses we can give? I mean, these are not really giving you any. I mean, okay, we can say Crystal Way, you know. Crystal, I mean, the top can be Crystal Way. And the bottom can be Dark Way somehow, but it's not even true, you know. It's not even true. And even if we do this, which is already a big stretch, what do we do with the one in the middle? Maybe wheel. Yeah, but if we give a bonus to this, independent. I mean, independent can be 0, maybe. I don't know. This one can be like the no choice, but the no choice, but will can give you a lot of will. We can go will +6, +4, +2. I don't know. I mean, a bit of dark and chaos here, I think I see it, you know? I mean, this is more of a, you know, how you are inclined to... Yeah, but I agree. I think this is really a stretch. I mean, it's not really meaningful. We could have, I don't know, a will +6, a will +4, a will +2, or something like that, but going down. But... Rebel, you said something about it before, huh? Before you said, what did you say before? You said, you had a list, wait. Fanatic would be like monk, so constitution and dexterity. Fervent, endurance and constitution and charisma and willpower. Faithful, endurance and willpower. Beliefs gives internal strength. Yeah, but also having to run around the world, you know, alone gives you a lot of, you know, strength as well. I mean, I don't know which one is the strongest, but, you know, having someone to rely on or not having someone to rely on, I think is making you maybe even more strong, but... Rebel, charisma and dexterity. Agility, we call it. Charisma and dexterity, how much? We usually do +10. Maybe we can have a mild one, like +5. Charisma and agility. Okay, let's try and see how it looks, but... So, charisma and agility on this one, you say. Futile at will -2. Will -2. But negative, if we give negative, is a big issue, because negative, I mean, it means that I will have to put a negative value here. So basically I will give you more points. But considering we are restricted to 10 choices due to the UI being like that, I think it will be problematic. I think it will be problematic. Rebel is minus charisma. Minus charisma. We cannot do minus. I mean, we can do minus only if we do plus. So for example, I can say strength +10, will -10, or will -5, or something like that. Strength +15 and -5, and this one will cost, then thanks to this one will cost 10, because basically we are giving 10 points more. So this I can do. This one I can do. Equal to 0 is a bit useless. No one will choose it. No one will choose it. Because they want to do changes to their characters. Since they see the bonuses. Because in the new game they see the bonuses. So who will choose something that is 0 when they have, you know, only 10 choices? I mean, if they are pure role players, yes, but I don't want to put them in a situation where they are penalized because they are pure role players. I want them to be able to choose with a bonus also if they are pure role players. I don't want to penalize them. Say like, the power levelers, this game is made now for power levelers because they just choose whatever they want, you know? And we cannot choose our one because our one is 0. But I would answer, but if you're a role player, you don't care about the numbers, so 0 is okay. But So I can do something like this. So we can push on one direction, you know, and it doesn't mean that it has to be that much, okay? It can be, it can also be +10, -5, +5, you know? The important point is that the total is positive. Will 15, charisma -5. For who? For this, for the rebel? No, for who? Tell me for who. Will 15, charisma -5. So the missionary. The missionary, I think is dedicating himself to others so much. As the independent, for the independent, you mean? The 15 -5? I don't know. So the missionary is you know, spending a lot of his life for maybe other people, so he's caring less about himself. So I see more of a fragile person, you know, or maybe not. I don't know. To convince others, you need anyway to have charisma. But maybe we can push, and you know, on this guy, I think we can push will. We can push charisma. And maybe we can remove strength or something, or endurance. No, maybe strength. We can remove strength, and so at the end have like a plus. This becomes a +10, and so it's costing 10 points. This guy is the fervent, so maybe the will be +5, but the charisma will be, the charisma I don't think will be impacted. I think will be like just a will +5, and so this one will cost 5. The faithful, or maybe or maybe this one is just a will +10. Maybe this one is just a will +10, so this one costs 10, and this one is the 5 I was saying above. So it's like a will +5. And the futile, I have no idea. The futile one. The futile. Despite you can find a rigid education that you like, you find it to the principle. Despite your efforts, you end up breaking the precept over and over. I don't like too much this precept. You know, the fact that there are precepts, but okay, let's leave it as it is. So, more agility, less will, plus strength. No, this was just an example. Doesn't make any sense on this guy. Tenants or teachings? Yeah, tenants maybe. Tenants, I like it more. Okay. Or principles, yeah. What do we do with this guy? Yeah, these choices are not really changing too much your character. I mean, you can override these choices with, you know, I don't know, 20 hours of play or so. So I don't think that, I mean, it's not dramatic, you know, the changes, the choices you are making here are not dramatic. But, you know, it's very likely for many players, if they have one ability or one skill, they will try to push that skill, right? So if they give will, maybe they will continue to get will. If they get lockpicking, they will continue to get lockpicking. If they get Azure Way, they will continue to get Azure Way. So it's a bit of a, you know, creating the road where they will walk. And so even if they are not strong values, I think they are kind of indications they can make a difference. They are not strong values. Even if, you know, if you start to sum up plus 10, plus 10, plus 10, maybe on the same thing, it start to be a lot. Plus 10, plus 5, minus 5. On this guy? This is what I had, the futile. This is exactly what I had. Oh no, it was not. Okay. Strength 10. Strength 10, charisma plus 5, will minus 5, and so the cost is 10. Okay. Approved. I want to move on. I want to move on. The big change is when another player begins to read your personal information. Now I think this bio will be private. I want people to role play this. I don't want people to... I don't want other players to read it. Well, I mean, maybe you can make it public if you want. Yes, I think it should be a check mark, like make it public or not. But I think it would be nicer if you role play it, you know. Okay, what about the independent? Independent, we said... No, this was a stub as well. What do we do for the independent? We do like plus 10 strength because he's just walking alone everywhere. Or we go for endurance maybe for one time. We go for endurance. Yeah, checkmate to make it public, but uncheck by default. Yeah, I agree. I think it's the best way. Rebel. I don't know. Rebel should lose will, but in theory. Should lose charisma, we said. The rebel should lose charisma. Because no one likes him. I mean, because he's fighting everyone. Should you lose 10 charisma and gain what? And gain 10 endurance? We have endurance. Yeah, well, the stats are exactly the one of D&D, just renamed. Endurance is constitution. Constitution. So it's exactly the same. It's just renamed. The rebel is minus charisma plus endurance plus agility. No, but I need something to be positive. I mean, this number needs to be like this will be a 10. I mean, in theory, it should be the opposite. In theory, it should be the opposite of this guy. But we cannot, because otherwise we are going minus 10. I mean, we kept the wheel on the faithful people, and so you see that the wheel is going down. You know, it's going down here. The missionary works hard, should not have a minus strength. Well, depends if he does the missionary just standing on a bench. I mean, just sitting on a bench all day and speaking to people. Depends which kind of missionary. I mean, don't imagine the missionary that goes from continent to continent, you know. I mean, maybe he stays at the pub the whole time, drinking beer and just singing the songs of his gods. You never know. You never know. No, I think it's okay. I think like this, I like it. Let's move on. It already took so much time. And if you want to change it, we can change it, okay? I mean, I like the pattern. There is will going down and charisma going down, because charisma is 10 plus 5 and minus 10. And the opposite is a bit of strength and endurance and agility going up. Okay, so I think it's fine. I think it's a bit simplistic, you know, just to say that the people that are more, you know, related to God, maybe are praying more, they are studying more, they are... Yeah, like a bard, yes, exactly. Like I will be the... If I have to be a missionary, if I had no choice and I had to be a missionary, I would be the bard missionary. Easy. Any int for mages in independent? We don't have intelligence in this. Like intelligence... I don't think we should associate religion to intelligence. The religion is more of feelings, beliefs, you know? Being a penitent, I don't know, walking for days to reach the promised land. I think it's more of a physical and spiritual than brain power. I mean, there can be a faithful, super intelligent guy or a faithful, super stupid guy. I don't know, it seems to me that it doesn't have anything to do with intelligence. It's just a spiritual thing. So I think I like the current distribution. Maybe it's not perfect, but I think it's good. Okay, we finished the religion. Oh my god, it took so much. Ah, this one, boys. This one is tough. Religion and life event. No, sorry, relationship and life events. Oh my god. Okay, relationships. Okay, relationship is something that happened in your life, you know, with other people. Doesn't mean that needs to be a wife or a girlfriend or a boyfriend, but it can be an enemy. Can be maybe even a father or a child or whatever. I mean, a relationship of any kind. Relationship of any kind. I mean, even friendship with a dog. I don't know. Friendship with a cat. You know, anything. A mental link with a butterfly. Anything. Okay. There is a separate category, and in this category you can choose as you wish. Holy shit. You can choose as many as you want. You can choose as many as you want on this one. So the player will be able to choose as many as you want. You have followed a game creator during many years. Yeah, that's a relationship, Ula. So we are in a relationship, yeah. So the first two and the first obvious ones are wedding and widowing, okay? Which I think is fine. I have no idea about these bonuses. Like, why if you are wedding you need medium armor? What the hell? I mean, what's the point? But shield handling and sword. Which kind of wife or husband did you add when you wrote this? Whoever you are. Okay. So here you go like candies and happiness. I don't know. I mean, okay, wedding. You have found true love, and after spending some time together, you got married. Your lasting relationship gives you your lasting in terms of time. Your lasting relationship gives you confidence you are not alone facing the harness of life. You would do anything to defend your family. Well, you would do anything to defend your family is a bit of an extension. I mean, I think it's not related to wedding. I think wedding, I think it can be a happy wedding, a terrible wedding, you know, a weird wedding, a wedding where you marry the wrong person. So I think on wedding we can really have a lot of options. So this one will be true love. This one will be True Love. True Love. True Love. Okay. And the music is good, for this one. True Love. True Love. A mentor? Yes, a mentor can be good. A mentor can be good. Mentor can be very good for relationship. Okay, let's go about love. And then we go about, I don't know, enemies or friends. And then we go about mentors and guilds. I think mentors and guilds can be together. A farewell married? Yes, absolutely. We can have that as well. Okay, true love. Then we go for the bonuses. We will think later because otherwise it's too complex. Because we have to balance the bonuses based on the choices we have on the left, right? So first we need to do this. So true love, beautiful. Widowing. You have found the true love after spending some time together, a good man. Unfortunately, after some time, your husband and wife got ill, and after some time, he died. Oh my god. You will remember him for the rest of your life. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I think we can have it. I mean, it's a bit sad, but considering your character is like 22 years old, I mean, it's kind of sad, but I mean, is it true that your character is 22 years old? No, it's not true. Why we have this stereotype? Why we have these stereotypes that newly created characters are young? Why? Why we have this stereotype? We should destroy this stereotype with plane shift. You can be an old man, you know, or a child. You can roleplay whatever you want. Should this thing be a choice? I mean, it could. It could be a choice in character creation. Your age. I think it would be very cool to have your age. I mean, and also, whenever we will have the character creation, changing your face, you know? You could change your... Was there a game that did that? I remember something, but... Character creation... Age... What was the... I think there was a game, but it was not very famous, I think. But it was a game that tried to do that. Old man, Bloodborne. Wait. Wait. It's in Italian, though. Huh? Why is it in Italian? There is age here. There is sex, age, voice, body. It's not clicking on age though. Please click on age. No, click on age. Click. Ah! There it is. This is a visible age. Visible age. And it goes from young to old. Very interesting. Absolutely. We need to have this. We absolutely need this, boys. We absolutely need this. Do Cran get married? I mean, certain choices are anyway the choice of the player. I mean, in the sense that if it doesn't apply to your race, you should not choose that particular option. I think Cran, yes, Cran live together, but they make babies by themselves. I mean, they can make. I mean, if I am alone and I'm a cran, I can make babies. Believe it or not. But yes, but obviously they like to live with other people as well. So with other clans, so they can marry. Yes, they can live together with someone else. Relationship can really be a gameplay dynamic. No, but it is what happened in your life from when you are born to when you join the game. And so you may choose if before joining the game you were married or not, you had a friend or whatever. And why? Because you can speak about it in the game. You can role play it. I mean, if you are a widow, you can role play a widow. If you are married, maybe you can be married to someone in the game. Or you can be married to someone and your wife or husband didn't join you through the portal, and you can role play the whole thing that you are always hoping that your husband is coming back, you know, from another portal, and maybe one day it comes because you ask your friend to do it and he create a character and he joins. Age is very interesting, but age, I think age can be part of character creation. I mean, can be part of the customization of the character, right? Can be part of the customization of the characters. Okay. Can be part of the customization of the character. Okay. We will go to character customization one day. Widowing. Do you say widowing? Okay, also for men? I mean, is it the same? Okay, so you have found a true love and spending some time together. Can we change the phrase not to be identical to the one above? I mean, can at least the true love not die? I mean, just be a normal love that dies. Let's start with unfortunately, after a happy life together with your husband, wife, he or she got healed, and and he died of what? Do we want to say what he died for? I mean, he died for he changed widower. Okay, crap. Do we want to invent something or not? He got healed. Well, he says he got healed and he died. You will remember him for the rest of his life. Okay, for the rest of your life. You will remember him for the rest of your life. Okay, fine. I mean, I mean, it's okay. Unfortunately, okay. So this is love, and it is love ending. Do we want to have the bad boy with a lot of relationships? Why not? And the music is immediately changing, you hear it? For the bad boy with a lot of girls. Okay. How do we call it? How do we call it? We call it harem? Or how do we call it? We call it jack of all trades. With jack being a bit of a double meaning, or what? How do we call this guy or this girl? We call it gigolo. Gigolo. How do we call it? We call it loving life. We call it love for life and relationships. We call it the expensive guy or the expensive girl. We call it, I don't know, help me, boys. We call it the libertino in English. Libertino in English. Libertine. I mean, you just took the Italian word and you just made it a bit English. Womanizer. A synonym of libertine is womanizer. Libertine. Again, remember that we are trying to give, hints for role play as well. Okay, yes, we care about the stats, but we are trying to give hints to people of their psychological profile and their way of behaving and things to role play their character. Gambler. And my gambler, we have it already above. Okay, let's say libertine. Who understands, understand. No, we don't want to go too heavy because there may also be kids playing this game. Okay, so we are I don't know which kind of rating we have, but I would say we are PG 16 or 12. I don't know, I have no idea, but we also have kids, so we don't want to say something like he's making sex with everyone and whatever. So we don't want to say that, but we want to say something more subtle, but want to say or maybe we can avoid it. I don't know, it came to my mind because it was like one of the options, but we can also avoid it. I mean, it's not that we have to put it by, and by the way, libertine is not an event. Okay, let's delete it. It's not an event. I mean, in theory, it should be a relationship that happened in your life, but I mean, something that changed the way you are or something that marked your existence somehow, So probably we should remove it. What do we want to have for what other events or type of relationship that you can have that kind of changing a bit your character and your life? Related to love. Related to love. I mean, the inaccessible, the unaccessible. Do you say inaccessible? Or inaccessible? Inaccessible. The inaccessible love, like someone that you really, 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 really like, but no way, right? Like, no way. Like, she or he is never turning your way. I don't know, we can call it the dream. The dream. One person really made your heart beat, and your soul rip. Oh my god, your soul rip. And your soul, how do you say? Turn and twist. But despite all your efforts, you never gained his or her favor. Something like that. I don't know. Let me delete the 0000. So we see the text. The dream. Other things about love that are meaningful, you know, in this context. I don't know. Avoiding the sex slave or things like that because it's not proper. But obviously it could be an option, but I think it's okay. I mean, finding the true love, missing the love, and having you know, and maybe this person, you know, is someone that you can role play in the game, or is someone that again never crossed the portal and so he's still on the other side. Maybe sometimes you speak about him or you speak about her, and you can use it as a way, right? I have no idea which kind of bonuses we can give to this. I have absolutely zero idea, because unless we say something like you never gain his favor, and so you decided to become an expert in mace and hammer, right? And then you decided to turn to archery, and then you decided to become a priest. I don't know how these things can have any effect on anything in the game. Yeah, I think this is what we should do, by the way. I mean, it's stupid, but I think it's what we should do. Like, for example, he died, but he was an expert of blah, blah, blah. And, you know, that knowledge remained within you. And today we are still keeping it precious. Whatever. He was an expert of axes, or, I don't know, you know, cooking or whatever. I think we should do something like this, because otherwise it makes no sense. The problem is that everyone that, if we do it like that, means that you know that I'm having a bit of a crazy idea. I have a bit of a crazy idea, but I don't know if it's too crazy. I mean, it's too I mean, okay, so imagine that you are choosing the thing, right? You know our character creation, right? The new one. So you have the sphere and you have the thing that you choose. And so it will be like widowing, right? The problem is that these ones will become the most powerful one if I do it this way, but follow me for a second. So it is the description, right? Is the description, blah 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 blah, and the description says I don't know why I choose the widowing and not the other one, but it says together with is, you know, is knowledge. No, the knowledge that he shared with you, together with the knowledge he shared with you for drop down. For drop down. And you choose it. All the skills. All the skills. Oh my god. We are going. So if we do it like this, in theory we can redo everything like this. What do you think about this? Cooking, axes, whatever, you know, we can have the full list of skills. We can add a full list of skills, and on this side where you have the cost, the destiny cost, which will be like 20, and the bonus, you know, the bonus is automatically changing to this thing. I think I like it. The problem is, I think I like it because it makes it very flexible, and maybe we can use it, you know, and maybe we can use it for the relationships only. I mean, it's a bit of a pity to use it only for relationships, but you know, the point is that in a relationship, you know, you are gaining from the other person, like you said, mentor. Okay, so imagine that we put mentor. Okay, I mean, we put mentor. I mean, mentor of what, right? Mentor can be a mentor of martial arts, can be a mentor of meditation, can be a mentor of combat, can be a so, or we make 100 lines or 10 lines of 10 different mentors, or how do we put a value here? That would be impossible, right? I mean, it was already a stretch in religion. I think for this one is very easy. I mean, for these ones and the job, for the jobs is super easy. For the healer, elementalist, whatever, is super easy. So all the rest is basically one-to-one, right? Is basically one-to-one. But for the relationship, I don't think we will ever be able to fill this list ever, unless we do it this way. Which is with gives an additional level, an additional layer, you know, for the roleplay part, because you can actually choose whatever you want, and in the history is already correct, you know. Meaning, you can choose that you had a mentor for martial arts because you like martial arts, right? Or you can choose that you had a wife that was a martial artist, right? Or you can choose that you had an enemy that was specializing in, I don't know, throwing knives. And so whenever you see a knife now, you are like scared. No, but I'm saying, wait. I think you got it wrong. What I'm saying is, if we don't do it, if we don't do it this way, we will never be able to fill this column here. We will never be able to fill it. Because again, if we say generic mentor, you know, mentor of what? Mentor of what? And okay, we say generic mentor, but then what bonus we put here? I'm saying if we don't do it in that way. If we do it in that way, then it's super easy. I don't have a problem. It's just linked to the drop down. I mean, whatever you select, the bonus is connected to this. In the Excel file and in the creation, we need to insert something new. Yeah, I need to create a new way. Yeah, but I think it will be something like $$ skill or something like that. You know, it will be like a placeholder, you know, that I put in the database, and then whenever I'm reading that entry from the database, I know that I need to generate a drop down. Now, the only problem will be how to do that. How to do that in the text, because in the text, I mean, if I go in Unreal and I create, you know, a text box. I think also we want to restrict the list. I think we want to, I mean, I think maybe we don't want all the skills to be in this line, right? Because remember that in the skills we really have everything, and consider also that the player can choose as many as he wants. That's very risky, eh? That's very risky. I mean, the player doesn't choose anything else, okay? So he leaves all the other sections empty. He comes here and he picks 10 of them. And after picking 10 of them, he selects always the same skill, you know? He selects always the same skill, and so he has like plus 90. So he starts a character with 90 in Crystal Way. That is a bit excessive. I mean, maybe we can force that he cannot choose the same skill twice in this relationship chapter, right? So you can choose 9, but they have to be different from each other. Or we can anyway put a cap, you know, of a certain value. Yeah, because he can say, oh yes, I found the true love. My husband was a martial artist. Oh yes, my husband died. And he was a martial artist. Oh yes, I had a group of friends, and my friends were all martial artists. I had a best friend, and he was also a martial artist. I had a mentor, and he was a martial artist. I was a guild, and he was a martial artist. Result, you know, plus 90 in martial arts, right? And not very nice. Not very nice. Not very nice. But okay, but I think I like this thing. But I think will be special only for relationships. I think will be special only for relationships, and it will allow you to choose. And it will allow you to choose one skill . I mean, the problem is that we need these. I think we need to choose, right? Well, first of all, it needs to be a skill that is implemented. So, but, well, maybe we can just search for not currently implemented and exclude all these ones, right? What about body development? Are we still using body development? Could be once a skill is chosen, it gets removed from the list. Yeah, that's a good way. Yes, I think that's a good way. Yes, I can remove it from the list. And then if he's discarding that option, because you always have the choice to discard an option and change your mind, it will add it back to the list. Yeah, I think we can do like that. Yes. I'm not sure about body development. Can you train body development? I don't remember. I think we put it in and out a few times. Okay. Unfortunately, boys, I need to go because tomorrow, as usual, I need to work. Unfortunately, I have a real life job, and it started to be late because it's more than midnight. But I think it was a good session. I think this idea I think this idea is a good idea. And I think it's probably the only way to solve a relationship. It is also a way to give a bit of a choice to the player. I mean, a bit of a free choice during the character creation. Right? So I think we can do that. I think we can do this. We should remember this. But I think that tomorrow I'm done with, I mean, I don't want to do more of this. More of these things. I think I will pause for a bit because it was a long session, you know, in these days we were doing only this. I think tomorrow we will play with dices. Tomorrow we're gonna play with dices, boys. Tomorrow we're gonna play with dices. And see if we can add this into the game somehow. Okay? I think it would be fun. I think it will be very fun. This is the most important part of the game? I don't know, maybe. I don't think so, but I mean, it's important, yes, but I mean, let's say that it's important because it's missing at the moment. I mean, at the moment, if you create a character in Unreal version of Plane Shift, I mean, it doesn't work. It's broken. It doesn't have the right choices. It doesn't do anything. So we have to fix it. We have to fix it. There's no way. Okay, boys, I'm gonna go. Let me see if there is someone to raid as usual. I don't know. I don't think we are too many people today, but anyway. There is someone to raid. If you want to raid with me, do this. Go to this address, twitch.tv/planeshift, unless you are already. Unless you are already on Twitch. And we're gonna raid Amber, which is a girl, programmer girl, artist girl. That is doing making video games. I don't know what she's playing. Ah, fuck, she's playing New World though. No. She's playing. Okay, let's search someone that is doing Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine. This guy is doing Unreal Engine. Ah, this guy is doing Unreal Engine. He has 10 viewers. Okay. We're gonna raid this guy. I think he's doing something interesting. I think I will watch him for like 1 minute. No! I did it on his channel, not on mine. Okay, sorry, it's taking a bit. Okay, we're gonna raid him. See you boys next time, tomorrow evening. I think I will be here if I keep the motivation up, but my motivation, as you know, is always good, so I think I will be here. See you boys next time. Bye bye.